Hi guys, welcome back to Movies with Moya, and today I'll be doing something a little different. So I won't be reviewing a movie or a book or even a series, but I will be telling you what's going on with the film industry right now. Yes, with the whole COVID-19 pandemic and everything that's happening, the film industry has definitely taken a nosedive, and I am going to tell you about it. But if you're new here, please remember to subscribe if you enjoy my content, like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And also follow me on Instagram at Movies with Moya, where you can DM me suggestions of reviews that you want to see or even topics like this that you want to know about. So let's get into the review. Okay, so guys, if you watched my last video, which was a review on The Dark Knight, which you should watch after this if you have not already done so, I told you guys I was going to do this special video. One, because it was requested, and two, because I started my own research and I felt like, yes, I really do need to share this information with my fellow movie lovers. Now, let's look at it from an international point of view. So when COVID-19 hit, it forced a lot of theaters to close down because of all the lockdown protocols that they were implementing in many different countries. So we know a lot of sectors were affected, and the movie theater sector was hit hard. So they had to shut down, and even big companies like AMC were saying that they were going to have to declare bankruptcy soon. But even before this, the movie theater industry was kind of taking a dive because of streaming on demand services. You know, your Netflix, your Amazon Prime, your Hulu Plus, Disney Plus, HBO Max, all of those stuff. Yep, those were increasing now. Well, back then in 2019. So even then, the movie theater industry was slowly beginning to decline. But now with the pandemic and with the theaters being locked down, they got hit even more. So when they got hit even more, even with reopening their drive-in sectors, because you will know if you're Jamaican that we recently opened our drive-in movie theater, and if you have not heard about that, go watch my video on that. I will put it in the info card above, as well as link it in the description box below. But it wasn't just a move done by our country, well, the Palace Amusement in our country, but also by other theaters across the world. They were opening up their drive-in theaters when the lockdown measures got eased up a bit. But even with that, it still couldn't save it, because everyone was still on this whole streaming on demand services. Even so much so that the bigger studios like Warner Brothers, Universal, they're putting more of their money into these streaming services. So even with COVID protocols being eased up for different sectors, it's not looking very good for the movie theater business, because as I said, the big studios are putting their money into the streaming services, as well as the movies that they do release in theaters, they're having even smaller theatrical windows. Now what that is that there's a little period of time between releasing the movie in the theater and when it's available on like a streaming platform or on DVD. And as the days go by, that whole sector is getting, that whole little window is getting much smaller, because these bigger studios are having more confidence in the streaming services. Because these streaming services, what they've done is that they've taken older movies that we watched already, and now they've started to take newer movies, and they're taking movies from smaller companies, not just the big studios. So we just have a wider range of movies to watch, and that's why people are loving them. People are being drawn towards them now, and the bigger studios are seeing that and putting more of their investments into that sector. Also, don't think that the movie theater companies are sitting and taking this, because like across the world, like in Italy for example, they're trying to fight back. They're trying to get an arrangement with these companies so that it won't be like the movie theater becomes obsolete. They're trying to work out something. AMC even threatened to boycott Universal Studios productions because of this. So they are fighting back internationally. Now let's get to Jamaica. So with all of that said, and with the halting of film, halting of production, Jamaica's movie theater industry took a big plummet as well. They were the worst performing stock on the Jamaican stock exchange. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like Palace Amusement, which is the name of our movie theater company out here, has been a dying company. Like, even before the pandemic, it has been a dying company in my opinion. What I thought was saving and I still do think this, what I think was saving Palace Amusement before the pandemic was the fact that they're the only ones we have. We don't have Regal anymore. We don't have anything else. We only have Palace Amusement. And if you're a movie lover, that's all you can do, right? So you can only settle with Palace Amusement. Their social media was never strong. Their promotion was never strong. What they counted on was the blockbusters promoting themselves and people coming because one, it's the only option, two, they have a brand, right? They're all we know. But now with streaming services, more of us getting Netflix, more of us getting Amazon Prime, we're kind of moving away from Palace Amusement. And Palace Amusement, in my opinion, isn't really keeping up with the times. Now, I watched an interview with the managing director of Palace Amusement, and she said that they're doing all that they can in terms of promotion. Well, not quite. So if you follow me on Instagram at Movies with Moya, I asked you guys how you felt about it, because personally I don't think they're really utilizing social media or any other forms of promotion. One, we opened a new drive-in cinema. Now, Jamaica had a drive-in cinema before, so this was something that we were reigniting into our culture, right? The whole concept of a drive-in cinema. You would think that they would promote it, push it. It wasn't really promoted that much. And even the managing director said it herself. People are still asking, with this drive-in cinema being open from last year, we're in 2021 now, and it was open like months before, people are still asking her if it's open. Like, come on, especially if you follow Movies with Moya, you know I did a review on that a long time ago. But the truth is, they have not really been promoting it and keeping the public informed. Their social media pages are kind of dead. Like, their Twitter comes on ever so often, you see a tweet from them. Their Instagram, the posters are like just one word stuff, right? Which isn't bad. But like, they just don't engage people. They don't engage people on their stories. They have 18,000 followers when I last checked, 18,000 plus followers, and it doesn't look like they're getting much engagement. I know people don't really go through the feed anymore. People are more using stories, but I don't even see that happening. And let's talk about their website. Their website is in shambles. It has not been updated since I've been in like prep school or elementary school, that level. So like when I was like 9 or 10, it looks the same. Now, I'm not a coder or a web developer, but like, I'm pretty sure that if a web developer saw that, they would definitely say that's not good for the company, because it just looks And how many of you guys even know that you can buy your tickets online? Like, let me know, because I found that out from a friend, and I'm sure my friend found that out from a friend. And that's the thing with Palace Amusement. Everything is just hearsay. Like, you have to hear from a friend, from a friend, from a friend, right? Like, they really need to do better at sharing information with the public, promoting their stuff, because as much as they don't have as many popular movies to show right now, And yes, I know Hollywood has pushed back a lot of the good releases till later down. They did that with Tenet. They pushed it down to November of 2020. They're doing that with some of the Disney movies. Movies that are set to come out March 2021 are going down to May. Stuff like that. Yes, I understand that is a problem, but I still feel like Palace Amusement could be doing more. Like, for example, I watched the same video I was talking about, the same interview. They said that they're going to, for the whole month of February, it's $2,000 per standard vehicle to go to the drive-in cinema. Now, how many of you guys knew that? Right, not many of you knew that. $2,000, that's good. That's cheaper than paying for how many people are in the car, which was the previous arrangement that they had. But nobody knows that because they don't ever put it out there. And I know this is starting to sound like me ranting at Palace Amusement, but it needs to be said. They can do so much better in terms of promotion. And as I said before, I know the whole film industry has taken a hit. As I said, production has halted. Theaters around the world are closing, but I do feel like Palace Amusement could do way more in terms of getting our Jamaican public to support it. And I really do hope that they step up their promotion and social media game. With that said, look out for tomorrow's video on my Instagram page. What's New Wednesdays? This week's What's New Wednesdays will focus on a lot of the new movies that are coming out in 2021 that you can look forward to in February. So look out for that. And follow me at Movies with Moya, as well as if you enjoy this video, please subscribe and comment below on your thoughts on the whole movie industry thing, as well as if you're Jamaican, please tell me how you feel Palace Amusement has been doing. Tell me if you disagree with me. If you agree with me, I would really like to know. And yeah guys, thanks for watching.